Jeopardy gives disappointing answer to fans' burning question. Jeopardy premiered for the very first time on September 10th, 1984, and no one knew that it would turn out to be such a legendary game show. While the show achieved the heights of its success under the hosting capabilities of the late Alex Trebek, he wasn't really the first host. Art Fleming was the first Jeopardy host. It was Art Fleming who hosted the initial few iterations of the show between 1964 and 1979. However, he wasn't a fan of how frequently the production team kept changing the premise of the show. Fans reminisced the past after a one-day champion, Martha Bath, last week revealed that she was a part of the show way before Trebek started hosting. As per The Sun, the contestant revealed that she had played before in the show during the Art Fleming era in 1972. Not just that, she even won a set of encyclopedias and $40. Although she spent the money, she still has the encyclopedias with her. After this revelation, fans started wondering if they could see the champion in action in the 70s era. However, the makers had bad news for fans. Fans wished to watch Martha Bath's old Jeopardy episode. During the weekly podcast Inside Jeopardy, host Sarah Foss was joined by Alan Buzzy Cohen. A fan impressed by Martha's two-day performance inquired during the podcast, "Other than his original pilot, do you have access to other Art Fleming episodes?" For decades, Jeopardy has been a temple of trivia, a game show where intellect reigns and answers must be questioned. It's a rare space on television where contestants are rewarded for knowing who painted Story Night or reciting the capital of Burkina Faso. But in recent years, as the show transitioned into its post-Alex Trebek era, fans have had one burning question. Who will be the permanent host of Jeopardy? This question has simmered, flared, and cooled again since Trebek's passing in 2020. It sparked debates on social media, petitions, think pieces, and deeply emotional testimonials. Trebek wasn't just a host. He was the host. He was steady, dignified, warm, and quietly funny. Replacing him felt not just like filling a role, but patching a hole in the cultural fabric. So when producers finally addressed the issue again in a vague, PR-slicked announcement this week, fans were left disappointed. The official statement: "We are continuing with our current co-hosting format with Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik as we assess the long-term future of the show." That's it. No big decision. No final answer. Just another daily double of ambiguity. A tale of two hosts. Fans had hoped for clarity. For some, Ken Jennings, the all-time greatest Jeopardy champion, was the obvious heir. His deep connection to the show, encyclopedic knowledge, and growing comfort in the hosting seat made him a sentimental and practical favorite. Others rallied behind Mayim Bialik, an actress with a neuroscience PhD who brought a different energy, more theatrical, a little nerd chic. She offered something fresh, though her style has drawn mixed reactions from purists. The producer's solution? Rotate them. One host here, another there. Bialik handling primetime specials and college tournaments. Jennings helming regular weekday games. It's a bit like splitting the baby, and nobody seems happy about it. Fans have voiced frustration for months. Reddit threads with titles like, "Why can't they just choose already?" and "Jennings or bust" have turned into battlegrounds of snark and longing. Twitter posts with side-by-side comparisons and gifs of Trebek raising an eyebrow, as if judging from beyond. A game show without a final answer. The irony isn't lost on fans. Jeopardy, a show built entirely on questions and answers, is now dodging the one question it should be able to answer cleanly. They're treating it like a category with no clues. One commenter wrote, "Next thing you know, Final Jeopardy will just be a shrug emoji." In truth, the producers are likely being cautious. Ratings have stayed strong, and both Jennings and Bialik bring different audiences. Why rock the boat when the show is still sailing? But in trying to appease everyone, they may be satisfying no one. Longtime viewer Caroline M., 62, from Boston, said she's been watching Jeopardy since 1984 and still tunes in every night, but with a little less excitement. "It just feels in limbo," she said. "It's like a relationship where no one wants to say what they're really thinking. At some point, someone has to commit." The ghost of Trebek, looming over all of this, is Trebek himself. His legacy makes any choice feel like a risk. Too different, and fans revolt. Too similar, and it's seen as imitation. Jennings at least offers continuity. Bialik represents change. The show, it seems, can't decide which future it wants more. There's also the unspoken truth. Maybe no one can replace Trebek. Maybe the show will always carry a sense of loss, no matter who stands behind the lectern. But fans still deserve an answer, not a placeholder, not a press release written by committee. They want a declaration, a name, a face, a future. Who is? TBD. As of now, the scoreboard reads. Question: who is the permanent host of Jeopardy? Answer: still unknown. And for a show that built its reputation on clarity, precision, and smart answers, that's not just disappointing. It's a betrayal of the very thing Jeopardy stands for. Until then, viewers will keep tuning in, loyally, perhaps grudgingly, hoping that next week, or next season, or maybe